but we do not want a quick fix. We want a long-term solution that is going to benefit generations for years and years to come. G'day guys, Michael here from Fat to Fit. Welcome to another video. I hope everyone has been having an amazing week. So getting straight into the topic of today's video. So the topic of today's video came from actually the news. So I was watching the news this morning, like I do every morning while I'm eating my protein powder and oatmeal, and they were talking about something interesting they've been thinking of implementing here in Australia for a while. I'm not too sure about whether they do it in other countries around the world, but obesity is definitely a big issue here in Australia, like it is in many other countries. More than 60% of our adult population is overweight or obese, and the rate of obesity amongst children is easily catching up to that. If it's not already there. I haven't looked at the latest data. But they're thinking of implementing a sugar tax. So similar to what they do with cigarettes here, is they're charging people extra money to purchase things with a certain amount of sugar content. And so that's this big idea, because they think by raising the prices, people aren't going to spend as much on something like soft drink if it's double the price to what it is now due to all the tax they're doing on it. And this is kind of one of the main ideas they want to use to tackle the obesity epidemic that is currently happening here. So what I kind of wanted to do is give my opinion on that and kind of address the issue of the cause of obesity in countries like Australia, because I think the issue is a lot more deeper than something as simple as a sugar tax. So first off, is the sugar tax a good idea? I think it is a good idea, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. Just look at cigarettes, for example. They've increased the price of cigarettes over here in Australia over the past few years, yet people are still smoking. Of course, people have cut down, people are smoking less, but people are still smoking, and it has not completely addressed the issue. It's more like a band-aid pretty much. And I think something similar would happen with the sugar tax, where even though they increase the price of foods, it's an addictive substance. Sugar and salt sell in the food industry. So people are still going to be willing to spend the money to get those kinds of things, like chocolate or whatever it is, soft drink. The only thing it will help those people who don't have as much money. It will stop them from purchasing it, which is where the higher rates of obesity are, in those lower socioeconomic status groups. But people are still going to end up buying it because sugar and salt sells in the food industry. What I think the real issue that needs to be addressed in terms of obesity is not some sugar tax, not some quick fix that is pretty much like a band-aid to the issue. The main issue with obesity revolves around education. It's educating families, not just individuals, it's whole families, because whole generations, it's a flow-on effect. Parents are overweight or obese, they're going to feed their children the same food they're eating, the same amount, the same type of junk food, whether that's KFC or McDonald's every night. Those parents are going to feed their children that, and then those children, when they have children, they're going to feed their kids that, and it's just an endless cycle of obesity and overweight that's only going to get worse pretty much as time goes on. So I think we need to focus on education, which is something we're doing right now. Especially in schools. Like, we have really come a long way in terms of educating people about a healthy lifestyle, fitness, all that kind of thing. But I think the issue now is that the majority of people who are overweight or obese are either that really older generation, like the adults, or the younger generation. Actually, it's across the whole lifespan we need to educate. It's just people enjoy it so much, enjoying the types of food that aren't the best for us necessarily, and they need to be educated on the harmful effects of that. People need to know what is happening to their bodies. They need to know the benefits of not consuming that type of food and eating a healthy, balanced diet in order to improve their lives for the better. Otherwise, this cycle is going to keep continuing. I think the sugar tax, it can be a small part of that, but overall we need to focus on people themselves, not kind of punishing them by purchasing these kinds of foods, but finding a way to reward them for not consuming these types of foods, and for creating a better individual in terms of when they look at themselves. So creating better people, creating healthier people, creating people that want to change their lives for the better. I know I'm ranting on a bit here, but the whole point of this video is to let people know that there is a better way of doing things. It's just people need to be taught that. People need to learn the better way, and unfortunately that's just going to take time. It's not something that can happen overnight. Say with the sugar tax, that can be implemented in a short period of time. It's a quick fix, but we do not want a quick fix. We want a long-term solution that is going to benefit generations for years and years to come. Well, there's my little spiel about the sugar tax and about the obesity epidemic. I hope you guys did gain something from this video, because I think it's a very important topic to address. And yeah, so if you enjoyed it, please give the video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have anything to say on this topic, or you have anything you want to say to me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.